And the rules of the Japanese society, I think, make them explicit. So everything that is implicit in Japanese society, make that explicit. Show them what they are actually thinking, and how what kind of decision-making process they have, and what's going on inside their minds. Try to make that explicit, and I think that will be very valuable for any foreign employee.
Explicit?
Explicit.
What is it?
そう、空気読めるでしょ、日本人は。そう、私たちは空気読めないだから、if we can basically, so basically, if you can quantify and make the Japanese culture explicit, and then talk about, okay, then how can we build relationships?
Also,
we
Japanese,
know
Chinese we have. Japanese, Chinese we have. This is what you said?
Yeah. I think that's a valuable training for foreigners working for inside a Japanese multinational.
Trust relationship.
So then the next step is actually to focus on, okay, so and then you meet these people. How do you get them to actually meet with you after 9?
Every time we be talking about this, and I remember you talking with Lady. After 30 minutes going back, she's going back.
もう本当に残念だったよ。She was very pretty.
The same similar thing will happen, right? Anytime. She's a woman, but men to men, the same.
Right.
Not easy.
Cross-cultural communication. So, but if we know that, Ono-san, actually, if we know that, then we cannot just be satisfied with that, right? So it's our task to come up with a solution for that. I mean, we can say, okay, it happened, so basically we're doing something wrong, right? If we don't have, if we cannot provide an answer for that, then basically we shouldn't be teaching this stuff.
Okay, I'm going to explain gap, and I'm going to explain triangle. I'm going to explain the foreigners, how to handle them, and we need to consider for cultural gap and so forth.
But in a different context, and not in the same presentation as the one.
Oh, these are different?
Yeah, that's different. I think I would really make a different presentation for.
What's the name of title?
And that should be something about how to connect with your foreign subsidiaries or something like that. Now, I wouldn't even mention or talk about it in the same meeting. Different meeting, completely different mindset, different idea, different audience. So, really, I would make it very clear in a meeting who you're targeting and
different audience. Different audience,
yeah. The audience is basically, now we're talking about, okay, how
headquarter people is the same. He just headquarter people is how to handle overseas Japanese and overseas foreigners.
For headquarter people who are not actually, so for headquarter people, they do not really engage with foreigners, right? So they let all the negotiation be done by Takahashi-san, for example. So they have more of an interest. Okay, how the hell do we get these foreign subsidiaries to actually make money for us? That's what they need to know. So why on earth are they not making money for us? How come that they do not do exactly as we do? So how do I get them to be successful? Right? So since most people think it's their problem, offering a training that will train them instead.
Training for Takahashi, how to communicate with overseas people.
Well, yeah, but that's different. But what I was talking about before was how do we get foreign people who work for Japanese company to work closer with Japanese people. I think that is very recognizable because
Who's the audience?
Japanese top management. Because I think that most of them will think it's their problem, not their own problem. It's the problem overseas.
Who's there?
There's foreign subsidiaries, the workers of the plants in Singapore, in Vietnam, in Thailand, in whatever. It's their problem. That's where the problem is, because they don't work hard enough, or they are being difficult. They can't accept the Japanese rules. So if you offer them a training to make them better, top management will listen. If you're going to tell them that they have a problem, they will not recognize that. What do you mean I have a problem? I don't have a problem. We are doing fine. We are making profit. Right? So I don't think you want to talk yet about the problem that headquarters has.
Tell the truth, it's not easy to sell this program.
Not even if you're just focusing a program on making the other side be better. I wouldn't offer them a training of. I wouldn't buy it for 3 or 4 years for my people. If you want to do that, that's developing your own personal skills. It needs to be more actionable. It needs to be shorter. People need to have something that they can basically put in a box and say, okay, take it home.
What are you going to sell?
This one, that's what I just put in. What I'm going to sell is this.
No, I'm talking about for foreigners.
Oh, for foreigners?
Yeah.
Okay, so for foreigners, talk about Japanese history, philosophy, culture, and current affairs. It's only applied to Japan.
They don't buy 2 years.
No, you're not going to talk 2 years. You're only going to make the main points, not in details. That you don't have time for that. Of course not.
How long are you get?
I would say it's maybe 3 days. Gain trust. 2 days.
What are you going to do?
Drink. I think it's basically gain trust is a.
Yes, I did for.
What do you think that most people working for subsidiaries, what their impression is of how Japanese people perceive them? What do you think?
How Japanese people perceive them?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What you say often is that Japanese people, we don't respect Japanese people. Europeans do not respect Japanese people, right? What do you think that people in Malaysia feel about Japanese people, how they see them?
Okay, just the Japanese people. It depends on, but I have a lot of Malaysian people, but
do Japanese people trust them? Do they respect them? Japanese people?
Yeah, many cases not like Kimoto, usually overseas Chinese.
Right.